Hey everybody, we're back, ready to start a fresh game. Thursday night stream. Yeah, it's Thursday today. We're going to be doing Heavy Rain. We're going to be putting subtitles on. We're playing the PS4 version of this. Hopefully the chat won't be a problem, but I kind of doubt there's going to be anything in the top right like that. So it should be fine. Heavy Rain is a game I haven't played in a good amount of time. Okay, there's the origami figure. Now it's barely visible. Oh, I forgot this has motion controls. Back on the PS3, you couldn't play this unless you had a DualShock 3 or a 6 axis, because the damn thing required you to shake your controller. Let me see. Quite regularly, very often. Am I perfectly familiar with the wireless controller? Yeah, probably. So really, all this is gonna mean is how hard are the QTEs. I'm pretty sure when I played this the first time, I put it on this difficulty, which again was years ago. That would have been when I first got my PS3. Do I still have that on PS3? Yeah, I do. I can see it there. We're playing this on the PS4 version. Let's do this version. Do this mode. So yeah, we're playing the PS4 version of this. Mostly just because I don't want to have to set the PS3 up again, and I have this on PS4. Oh, this goes straight into the game. That didn't happen in the original. Huh. So I remember a lot of the big plot twists of this. This is a game by Quantic Dream, who previously made Fahrenheit, Indigo Prophecy in America, and after this made Beyond Two Souls, and most recently Detroit Become Human. And I don't want to get up. Okay, I'll get up. Make sure you lie on top of the covers so we don't have to render cloth physics. Don't spend too long looking at that bulge. Try to do it slowly so I can control the animation speed. Yeah, let's get up. So I think this, like we talk about Resident Evil having tank controls a lot. I think this is something we should have called car controls, because like you just hold the R2 button and your character moves, and you just turn them. This is a very empty room, actually. Let me just go out onto the balcony in my underwear. Hopefully none of the neighbours see and look at my huge bulge. Hey, Mrs. Johnson. That's right, I'm in my underwear. Yeah, let's go back inside. It's a good thing the garden's huge and there doesn't seem to be any other house in sight, actually. So look at that. No other house in sight. Crazy. So the whole thing Quantic Dream does is...
I better take a shower and get dressed before I go downstairs.
Okay. All thing Quantic Dream does is interactive experiences, movies, and stuff like that, to honestly not
I'll pick the kids up from school
very
first, Mom, and then
successful
I'll come home to get things ready.
degree. It's not like the games haven't made money commercially, they've been successfully, critically,
Love you.
they've been fairly successful, but honestly, I don't think these games are particularly great. They got problems. And the first problem with this game is how long it takes to get started. We just go into the kids' room and stand over their bed in my underwear. Okay, that's enough being creepy. Just have a teepee in their room? Well. So this is quick time events of this game. Oh no, I pressed the wrong button. I hope that doesn't get me killed later on in the game. God, that was a thing they advertised back when this game came out.
I better take a shower and get dressed before I go downstairs.
Downstairs into the in front of the huge windows. What's this room? Oh, the toilet. Okay, I get that nobody else is home, but it's still weird that you wouldn't close the door. Yeah, flush the toilet, you heathen. Alright, so what do we got? You look too happy there. I don't know about you, but when I go to the toilet and then brush my teeth, I wash my hands before I brush my teeth. Move the whole controller. This is so interactive. I'm probably going to complain about this a bunch, actually, as we continue doing this. And there's no option to turn those motion controls off, because this was an early PS3 title, so you had to show off the 6-axis. You know, I've never played Beyond Two Souls, so I'm not entirely sure how much use that makes of the motion controls. We'll get to Beyond Two Souls eventually, because I do have that on PS4 now. Looking at that kind of razor, is it really that simple to just cut yourself with that kind of razor? Like an electric shaver? Like that? Who knows? Alright, so I'll go wash myself because I am disgusting and sweaty. So yeah, this game won huge praise when it came out. Mostly for that butt. But this is a game that is pretty decent on your first playthrough. Any playthrough after that, the entire thing falls apart. There's too many questions left unanswered with the plot. That's not going to get tiresome anytime soon. And then put those same pants back on. Oh no, they are different pants. No, that's fair enough. That's my bad. L1 to switch camera angles. Do we have anything on the bookshelves? No. A lot of the actions here do actually work very similarly to Fahrenheit, which also used the right stick for a lot of the actions. I feel like it's weird that you don't have these curtain things drawn. It's like they're very clearly not great at blocking out light. If anything, it looks like they just increased the bloom. But surely while you are in your underwear asleep, you'd want the curtains shut. Alright, go downstairs. Everything's happy. Check the thoughts regularly.
I've got some time before Grace and the kids get back. Better get some work done. Nice day outside. Maybe I could squeeze in a little garden time.
Yeah, this is weird. No game systems. Let me squeeze in a little garden time. What's your garden time? Your garden time is basically just going outside and sitting in the garden. You're not reading a book out there. You're not playing Game Boy out there. You're not having a cigarette out there, so the wife doesn't know you've been smoking in the house. No, you just go out there and sit in the garden. It's weird. So this is Ethan Mars, one of the main characters, who is an architect. Okay, I'm not an architect, but I'm pretty sure you A, don't start architectural plans like that, and B, don't actually manage to pull off a straight line. That's 3 perfect straight lines with no ruler. Look at that, every single one of those lines. Perfectly straight. Like, you've clearly got the tools there. Use the tools. Yeah, let's keep going and see how much this can irritate me. See, now that is a little more reasonable with the slow tracing of the lines. But just the quick strokes and bam, straight line. That's weird. Okay, so now he's going to use his tools. Strap in, folks. We've got like another 2 hours of this before the game actually starts. Yeah, I'm going outside. Let's see what garden time actually is then.
I could go for a cup of coffee. Maybe there's something on TV. I could just relax on the couch until Grace and the kids come back.
I've done so much work today, I deserve a rest.
It's almost lunchtime. Grace and the kids will be back any minute. How about some music?
Okay, 1, you're letting your kids leave the stuff outside. Like that, and 2, you're a grown man. You're not the Star Wars kid, jeez. Get back inside. Close that door. You're not allowed in public anymore, Ethan. Okay, the way he was weaving that between table and chair legs, he's done this before. This is what happens when you don't have a Super Nintendo in your house. Get on the couch, get on the couch. These controls are not great. That TV is tiny. When did this game come out? Like 2010? We had bigger flat screens than that in 2010. Yeah, turn that off. He's got that big space right there. Is that the wife and kid? Please come and help me. He's so boring. What an idyllic place. I hope nothing goes wrong and ruins all this perfect day of boring. What else do we got? What else do we got? Stare out the window at your neighbours. If they let me come out, if they let me come downstairs without getting dressed, this would have been so much more interesting. Just unshaven, in my underwear, staring out the window at my neighbours. Maybe with like an open bathrobe. Fun fact, this game is actually made by a French company. Quantic Dream is a French company. See if you can tell whether these kids are actually native English speakers.
Now, can I drive your car?
And I think you're gonna have to wait a little while for that.
Ethan, can you please help me?
I'm coming.
Alright, you know what? I love that there's the option for that, but you know what? Okay. Yeah, don't just give him like one or two, give him all of them. That's not help me, that's do it for me.
I could hardly keep them in line in the supermarket. How's your day been? Managed to get any work done?
Not really. I tried, but I didn't really nail it.
I think my problem was that I wasn't you. Oh, there's a mirror there, and it's actually reflecting stuff. That's actually really cool.
I've got a bill.
Mirrors in games are so cool.
It'll never be ready before Jason's pals arrive. Can you please help me? There should be plates in the living room cupboard.
No problem. Leave it to me.
Who keeps plates in the living room and not the kitchen?
That door's always sticking. Give it a big tug.
Shouldn't he know that if he lives here? Is it so rare that it helps out setting the table?
Don't worry. I wouldn't want to be responsible for a diplomatic incident with your mother.
Oh, it's just... You know, that's how married couples be. Nobody likes the mother-in-law.
Hey, Ethan, you said you were going to be careful.
You put it down slightly more roughly than normal, Ethan.
Ethan!
I know. I'm being careful.
It's not like that's not being careful.
I'm thirsty. Should be some orange juice in the fridge. She's more goddamn beautiful with every passing day.
Aren't they just a perfect couple?
Ethan.
I sure hope nothing goes wrong and causes them to have a divorce.
But I find you very attractive.
You're not so bad yourself, Mr. Mars. Come on, go away. I've got work to do.
Such a loving couple. Go away.
Can I do anything to help?
No thanks. I should be able to manage.
Oh god, I have to interact with the kids. They're creepy.
That's it. I'm free as a bird.
Hey, 5 minutes, boys, okay? After that, we've got to eat because your friends are going to be here soon.
Okay, we promise, Mom.
So I'll admit, voice acting in this is actually mostly decent, but the kids... yeah.
First, me first. No, me first.
Yeah, which one of you is less creepy? It's you.
Helicopter.
Because you just look awful.
All right,
Like, the kids just sound really bad, and... oh, I'm doing the wrong control, wrong analog stick, alright. Like, the kids sound really bad, and that is really a consequence of them using actual child actors
It's my turn now. It's my turn.
for an English-speaking game who are French.
Okay, Shaun, get ready. Here we go.
Oh, I have to turn the damn thing. Oh no, we're gonna crash. The collision physics on this thing are terrible. Is there a low-hanging branch I can hit him on? Where's that tree? See, like I say, while most of the voice acting is decent, the kids... it's weird, they chose to have actual children voice them rather than women, which is the usual answer in voice acting, to have women voice children. Mash it, mash it.
This time you're done for.
Seriously, get your kids a Super Nintendo.
Surrender, weakling. Say your prayers.
Yeah, I get it. Yeah, I get it. I want him to lose.
Come on, Jason.
You know, fine, I'm just gonna beat the kid up.
I am victorious.
Watch out. Oh.
That's right, just smack your kid in the leg.
Attack, attack.
Remember, when you go out later, you have to make sure he's actually wearing pants so you can't see the bruises. Also, maybe a hat.
Oh, that's good.
Long socks.
Yeah, Jason. Continue. Watch out.
Oh no, I sure hope this child doesn't beat me in a test of strength.
Oh, no. My life.
What was that, Soul Calibur ending?
Man.
My life has come to an end. What the hell? Maybe they do have video games somewhere. That'd be awesome if there was a hidden copy of Soul Calibur in here. I didn't want to go up those stairs, it's actually just really bad to control.
Lunch is ready.
I'll go get him.
He just immediately disappeared, it's been like 2 seconds. Alright, creepy kid, where are you?
up?
It's Merlin. He's dead.
Oh, you killed him.
He's dead and it's all my fault.
You did kill him.
No, it's not, Shaun. Of course it's not your
Of course it's your fault. He was happy before you came home.
Give anything if you could come back to life.
You know, Shaun,
I hope this isn't foreshadowing.
some things which just have to happen. Even if you don't want them to.
It's not fair, Dad. It's not fair.
Like, this is really ham-fisted.
I know.
Later, at the mall. This clearly can't be set in the modern day because those kids would be given ADHD medication if they were doing that.
I'd like to have a quick look at some shoes for Shaun. Can you watch Jason for a minute? I promise.
So I've actually heard a few theories that maybe Jason does actually have something wrong with him.
We're not going anywhere.
Like some sort of mental disability. Because of this whole scene and the way it works out.
Jason!
And he just walks off.
Jason!
Completely ignores you.
Jason! 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 Jason!
Yeah, I'm gonna keep pressing it.
Jason! 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 Jason!
Seriously, if I had done that as a kid, my parents would have grabbed me by the wrist and been like, hey, told you to stay here.
Jason, you really shouldn't wander off like that, you know?
And he just ignores that.
Please, Dad, can I have one? I would really love to have one. Please, Dad, come on.
No, you're ignoring me.
Let's go by.
You're supposed to stay with me, not wander off, and now you're just ignoring me.
Hey, champ. What's your name?
Jason,
Which balloon would you like, Jason?
the red one.
Here you go. That'll be $2.
I get you want to be a good parent, but at some point you've got to have discipline.
It's really crowded in here.
And again, just wanders off. So just over there wandering off like an idiot. And I'm pretty sure the your wallet is always in the back last pocket you check. And the kid's just gone.
It is impossible to try on a pair of shoes with this crowd. Where's Jason?
He was here a second ago. I
He just wandered off.
turned around and just disappeared.
Disappeared? What do you mean disappeared?
I told him to wait and he walked
Go
off.
get him. I'll be right back. Jason! Jason! Jason!
Yeah, I've heard theories that Jason actually has something wrong with him because of this.
Quick!
Like now he's on the bottom floor.
I'm in the crowd.
Also, you know, maybe actually get a move on there.
Jason! 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 Jason!
And all of a sudden it's really crowded. Although, you know, props, it was, even at the time, still it was pretty impressive. Where'd that balloon go?
Jason!
At the time it was actually really impressive to have this many people here.
Jason!
I mean, they're reusing models like crazy. If you pay attention, you can see like multiples of the same character model.
Jason!
I think Boundary Break did. Where the hell is that balloon?
Jason!
There it is. I think Boundary Break did an episode on this, showing how the actual thing was done. Because like this isn't the only time you get caught in a crowd like this.
Jason!
But there's no order to this crowd, and if you've ever been caught up in a crowd like this, like, there tends to be more order to a crowd. People going one way in like a line, people going another way in a line, and maybe a couple of people here and there going the opposite way in one line.
Shit!
And another bit for the theory that there's something wrong with Jason, that he just runs out into the road like that. And then the ironic thing is, while she's crying over her other son, and she's left her younger son unattended, he gets kidnapped. That's not what happens, but you know, it could do. And that's the end of the prologue. Still going to be a while before we actually get started proper with the game, though. This game takes ages to start. And it's going to be grey and raining for pretty much the rest of the game until the ending. If we get the good endings. One of the good endings. So he modelled and voiced Ethan Mars. She, I think, does the voice for the woman. I can't remember what her name is. That's the detective. That's Scott Shelby, does the voice and the model. And that is Norman Jayden, who does the voice and model for Norman Jayden. Why can't I remember the woman's name? I can't remember her name. I do know that she's the only one of the main four who has a different model than voice actor, because the model for her was actually a model. I'm trying to remember the name, I just can't remember what her name is. I want to say Monica, but I'm pretty sure that's not it. Two years later. He's unshaven, he's wearing grubbier clothing, he's driving a crappy car, and it's always raining. To show you that now he's sad. He's sad now. Put your hood up. It's raining.
Hi, Dad.
I'm late. Again.
Do you have a reason why you're late? Oh, this is supposed to be America. So the door's on the other side. I say supposed to be America, but you know, France has. I'm pretty sure most of Europe has the driver's side on this side. And kid is obviously depressed for a reason. There's good reason. And Ethan's also divorced now because the wife. Remember that, written and directed by David Cage. So every problem you have with the story, point at David Cage. And also the voice acting. Because you have to remember voice direction. Did they have a separate voice director? I wasn't paying attention during the credits. So yeah, now we live in a grungy house. Why is it grungy? Because he's not done anything with it. This actually looks like a pretty decent place to live. Look at the size of this living room. He has a bigger TV now.
I wrote a reminder note on the board in the kitchen.
Alright, so let's see what the schedule is. Snack at 4:30, homework at 6, dinner at 7, bed at 8. Are they supposed to have like longer between like meal and going to bed?
Time for a snack. Maybe Shaun is hungry.
Come on, your clothes are wet. Don't just lie all over the sofa.
It's time for your snack. Are you hungry?
I guess, a little.
Let's see what we can find in the kitchen.
Now, let's not drink. Let's at least pretend to be a good father. What do we have? A banana. Oh no, we're going to have an orange. Oh, we're going to grab it again. Is that an orange or an apple? I can't really tell.
Shaun hasn't done his homework yet.
Here, Shaun. Here's your snack.
Thanks, Dad.
Oh, it's an apple. This cartoon's weird. It's okay. I get that they want to have something going on that doesn't require any kind of vocal recognition. And it's not like there aren't cartoons that have done that. That's why Tom and Jerry's so widely loved. Because it's done that really well. It's one of the things I think the newer Tom and Jerry cartoons just really fail at. They have too much talking in them. Okay, no, you get down.
So, do you want to talk a little?
Talk about what?
Talk about how you need to get off the sofa like that.
How things are going?
Nothing special.
What do you say we play together for a while?
I'd rather watch TV.
Yeah, well, you're not allowed to. Where's the off button? Why does the kid know where the off button is and I don't?
How are things at school? Is your teacher nice?
Everything's fine, Dad.
Shaun, do you want to do your homework now?
Please, Dad, let me watch TV a little while longer. We'll do it later, okay?
All right, I'll come back a little later.
Yeah, you got till 6. Watching you, kid.
Grace has Shaun this weekend. Seems like he can't wait to get back to his mother.
Maybe because his mother doesn't have that horrible depression beard.
It's still early. We'll see about the homework later. It's getting dark. Better turn on the light.
Is it getting dark, though? Is it, Ethan? Is it?
Shaun, do you want to do your homework now?
Please, Dad, let me watch TV a little while longer.
Let me
We'll do
check
it
the
later,
time.
okay?
All right,
So I've not played this on PS4 before. So we're probably going to be getting a bunch of trophies as we go through the game.
Do you want me to get your dinner?
No, thanks, I'm not hungry yet.
Oh, let me send you to bed without food. Is it time for homework? Is it time for homework? Is it time for homework? It's almost time for homework. It's almost homework time, Shaun. Get off the couch like that. See, that's because you didn't take off your wet clothes. You're taking off your clothes and going into the bath. Warmed yourself up. Now it's homework time.
you've got a cold coming on. I'm going to see if I can find some medicine for you.
I'm gonna get you. Gonna get you to do that homework. Look at the size of this house. Like, this is the Depression house. It's huge. Where's your medicine cabinet? I have no idea how old the kid is, but I hope he's old enough for pills. I hope he's not still at that age where he needs like the cough syrup. We don't have any cough syrup. Take tablets like a man. Alright, I'm gonna give you this. And then you're gonna do your homework.
Take this. It'll make you feel better.
Thanks, Dad.
Don't chew it.
Shaun, do you want to do your homework now?
Please, Dad, let me watch TV a little while longer. We'll do it later, okay?
Yeah, no, that's not gonna work the third time.
I think we should just get right to it. Then it's done and out of the way. Now, get your bag and get set up in the kitchen. I'll help you.
This doesn't seem like something that would be on in the daytime for kids. Again, you just have curtains. I'm just gonna sit here and stare at you. Yeah, I'll do my homework. How you doing, Bane? It's not creepy that I'm staring at him. Do it faster.
watch TV?
Make sure everything's right, otherwise you get the belt.
Pretty good. Looks like you're done. Off you go.
Go and watch TV for a minute, I'm going to make food. The actual movement controls in this game are terrible. It's so hard to actually get to what you're after. Because they decided, oh, we'll just have you drive along, rather than use the analog stick to actually move. Don't clip through me. It's rude. Stupid motion controls. Don't drink out the carton, that's gross. So, you played this one before, Bane? Alright, kid, it's time for lunch, dinner, food.
Do you want me to get your dinner?
Oh, yeah, I'm really hungry.
Okay, I'll go see what I can find. I'll call you when it's ready.
See what I can find, because I don't know if I have anything in. Roast chicken or pizza? Roast chicken or pizza? Roast chicken. Gotta eat that white meat. How do I cook this? Is this a microwave thing? Now I'm calling this as being incredibly unrealistic because he did not check the packaging. That was not long enough for that to be cooked. Come and eat it out of the box, Shaun. Oh, you should be
Come now, Shaun.
in for some good stuff then, Bane.
Dinner's ready.
Because if there's one thing I'll give to Heavy Rain for all the complaints I'll make, it's interesting your first time through. Get over here and eat your food. I'm not going to eat, I'm just going to sit here and stare at you again. Like, you've missed it, but what happened is we had a nice, happy life. And then our idiot son, who probably had something wrong with him, wandered off and got hit by a car, and now we're depressed. And it's 2 years later. I hope that kid doesn't stab me with that weirdly sharp knife. Did he just cut up a carrot? Okay, so he uses his knife and fork, and it still looked like he had a full potato. Finish your food. There are kids in Africa who are starving. Just do that. I'm telling you, my kid wouldn't be allowed to get away with that. I don't care if he's depressed because his brother's dead. You turned the TV on, didn't you? Are you paying the electricity bills?
Dad, why'd you turn it off? It was my favorite show. Turn it back on, Dad.
Your favourite show makes no sense.
Come on, Shaun. Time for bed.
I'm not tired yet. Can I stay up a little longer?
Now, that's not very reasonable, is it? You have school tomorrow. You have to get some sleep.
All right, I'm going. Are you coming with me?
No, that would be creepy.
Go brush your teeth and put on your pajamas. I'll come up.
Alright, what time is it? It's 8 o'clock. Was he supposed to go to bed at 8? Yes. Put your stuff in the rubbish. Irritates me. I can't put that in a bin. My kid wouldn't leave trash out like that. Let me in, Shaun. Let me in. You still got a TP, really? What do his drawings say? Shaun, I found your morbid drawings. You need to start drawing happier stuff like Spider-Man. Why can't you draw Spider-Man, Shaun?
Good night, Shaun.
My teddy! I haven't got my teddy, Dad!
You must have left it somewhere in the house. Do you have any idea where it could be?
No, Dad. Please, I can't sleep without him.
I think you're making stuff up to try and stay awake longer.
Have a look around and see if I can find it, okay?
Don't smile, you look really creepy. Alright, let's see where this stupid teddy is. Is it in the newspaper? The origami killer strikes again. That was a weird overreaction. Like, surely you would have seen that paper when you... Surely you would have seen that headline when you picked the paper up and either brought it from the store, like you probably went to a convenience store to get it, or from a newsstand, because they have those in America apparently, or when it was delivered to you. Nah, he just needs to have his birthday celebrations at Uncle Mo's. Mount Splashmore's weird. I remember that being more in the comics than the actual show. It's not creepy at all.
Good night, Shaun.
Make sure you don't actually get under the covers so we don't have to render the cloth technology on the PS3.
Yeah?
Why do you look so sad?
I think I just need some time
Because your brother's dead,
to get back to the way things were.
and your mother divorced me for it.
What happened to Jason wasn't your fault.
No, it wasn't. It was his fault. He was an idiot.
Good night, Shaun.
I fell asleep quick. I can never fall asleep that quickly. Oh, we can actually put the covers over him. You know, here in a few weeks, Krusty will actually be there. Slam the door. I'm having the vision again. The walls are collapsing again. And now we're just somewhere else. And when I said earlier, like, this game doesn't hold up for a second playthrough, the main reason is you forget about this. Because this only happens twice. It's early in the game, and then it never happens again. and it's never explained. But I think now we actually get to play as a different character. Shelby. So I think this is like almost everybody's favorite character because he's such a cool dude. There's actually a thing, the guy who plays Scott Shelby modelled and voiced him, Sam Douglas, did effectively play this character in a live action role. There's a Clive Owen movie you can find,
Lauren Winter.
which has him playing exactly the same role.
I'd say it does. Oh, that Lauren Winter. Third floor, last door on the left, at the end of the corridor.
You can tell this guy's cheap because he bought it for $5.
Been looking for weeks. Hope I hit pay dirt this time.
Alright, he said third door on the left. Or was it last door on the left? I wasn't listening. Is this the right door?
Lauren Winter.
Sorry, I only see clients by appointment.
Wait.
It's $50. I don't kiss and I don't do any weird shit.
Fine by me.
Yeah, what do you define as weird shit? You mean actual shitting? That's cool, I'm not into that.
Put your money on the table. You got exactly 10 minutes when the alarm rings. It's over, okay?
That's weird. I can see somebody with this kind of setup having a lot of problems with clients who are like, yeah, I'm not okay with 10 minutes for $50.
Take your clothes off. We ain't got all day.
Actually, I'm not a customer.
Shit, a cop. I should have known. Were you on?
Yeah, it was kind of obvious I'm a private dick.
My name is Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective. The families of the victims of the origami killer asked me to investigate the murders. I came here just to ask you some questions.
All the families. Every single one of them.
I already
Except
told
you.
the police all I know and have nothing to add. Leave me alone.
The killer is walking around free as we speak. He'll kill again if he's not arrested.
My Johnny's dead, so what difference does it make?
Well, it makes a difference to the person he kills.
I understand, Lauren. I know what you're going through.
Oh yeah? You know what it feels like to find your own son's body on a wasteland? I'm sorry, I don't believe you have the slightest idea what I'm going through, Mr. Shelby.
If we don't find the killer, there'll be other mothers who find their son's body on a deserted wasteland. But you're right. Why should you care? It's not your problem anymore, right?
Okay, that's actually really horrible.
What do you want to know?
Tell me about Johnny. What kind of kid was he?
Johnny was really a good boy. Sometimes he fought with other kids who called me you know. In his own way, I think he understood what was going on.
Tell me about Johnny's father.
You know, we're both adults here, you can say
A
whore.
loser without a job who liked to beat me after a few drinks. He left the day Johnny disappeared. I ain't seen him since. Coward. Good thing he left. You want one?
No thanks, I quit.
That's brave.
Is it brave? Or is it just the smart thing to do?
Did Johnny live with you?
Yes. Of course, I made sure he never met any of my clients.
So, of course, this is immediately more interesting than Ethan's
We
introduction.
needed the money. I was trying to earn enough to get us out of here.
How did your son disappear?
He used to go play with the neighborhood kids after school. It was pouring down something awful that day. I'll never forget it. All his friends came home around 5. All except him.
I'm disappointed there because at no point did she open up her loving arms.
Time's up, Mr. Shelby. I hope you got what you wanted. Now get out of here.
Yeah, I don't think we really got anything. But you know, them's the breaks.
Well, if you remember anything, the smallest detail, give me a call.
Not every lead is gonna pan out. Let's get out of here. Where is it? Where is it? There we go.
Lauren!
As someone who has asthma,
Lauren, open up, baby. It's me.
I've never had it A, hit like that all of a sudden,
Really wanted us.
but that might just be my asthma, and B, I don't use the inhaler 3 times because it doesn't just hit immediately. It takes a couple of minutes to actually take effect. Excuse me.
What do you want, asshole?
Lauren, is everything all right?
She's just swell.
You know, I was coming to say keep it down, but now you've insulted me. So you know what? Let's see why Scott Shelby's the cool guy.
Looking for trouble, you found it. I'm gonna beat the shit out of
Not my face. Shake it. Shake it. Push it, push it, push it. Smack him in the face. You know, at least it didn't shatter like most bottles, like most glass in movies do. Through the table! Is he hitting me with a bus? With like a mannequin head?
I'll see you again, asshole.
It's amazing how tough people sound when they run away.
Better than him, I guess. Who is he?
An ex-client who thinks he owns me. He was getting violent, and I told him I didn't want to see him anymore.
Well, you should be careful. They'll probably be back.
Yeah, he should probably switch locations.
Mr. Shelby,
Yeah.
thanks.
It's cool. I mean, I broke most of your stuff, so, you know. Norman Jaden. Yeah, I would have thought they would have made the loading times way better when they put this on PS4. It wouldn't surprise me if they kept the loading times at a specific time to show off the faces every time. Do we take the powder? Nah. Maybe you should actually zip up your coat.
Noted that name somewhere. What was it? Blake. Lieutenant Carter Blake. Yeah, that's it.
The zone is sectioned off, sir. Please step back.
Agent Norman Jaden, FBI.
Agent Scully is currently busy. She'll be with us soon.
Yeah, of course.
Check. You can pass.
How many regular cops do you think actually know what an FBI badge looks like?
I saw him arrive earlier. He's here somewhere.
Thanks. Reporters. Already. Huh. You seem well informed.
So this is Norman Jaden's thing. He has future glasses.
Video memo recording. Agent 47023, Norman Jaden. Tuesday, October 4th.
Norman Jaden.
Time is 8:14 a.m.
Well, it wasn't Bane, but now that you mention it. So this is Jaden's whole thing. He has the AR glasses that help him do stuff so you don't actually have to do any proper detective work because it's all done like this now.
Unrelated to the investigation.
But we should still send them something for
I'm looking for Lieutenant
littering.
Blake.
Yeah, thanks for answering me there, genius.
Thanks.
God, the controls on this are just awful. And then the camera shifts and it just gets worse. Seriously?
Lieutenant Blake? I'm Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI.
Nah, man.
I went by your office this morning.
Nah, man.
You'd be here.
Now, if you're looking for rain, dead bodies, and highways, you come to the right place. Mike, will you tell that asshole with the bulldozer to stop for 5 minutes? I can't hear myself think here.
Right away, Lieutenant.
Really? I can't hear a bulldozer, but I can hear the rain.
Well, are you coming, Jaden?
So, what happened?
Some guy taking his dog for a piss found a body about 6 o'clock this morning. We don't know much more right now.
A guy took his dog for a pee here at 6 in the morning.
Any witnesses?
None yet. Given the neighborhood, I'd be surprised if anybody saw anything. Any news on the coroner? He's on his way, Lieutenant. We've been waiting for an hour, for fuck's sake.
Maybe the traffic's bad.
Body being identified?
No, not yet. We should know more later today.
There are a lot of people on the crime scene. Aren't you afraid your men might destroy some clues?
What clues? Look at the rain.
Desk.
You say that as we're walking all over the place for no... Look at that, you just did a 180 turn, you don't even know where you're going.
Tony, I don't want to see a single shit-stirring journalist within a mile of here. You got it? Yes, Lieutenant.
You realise there's journalists right over there.
Do you have any leads?
My men are going over the scene with a fine-tooth comb. If the killer left anything behind, we'll find it.
Are they? Because it looks like they're just standing around.
Has the time of death been established?
Based on the rigor mortis, it must be less than 6 hours ago. We should know more once the coroner has had a look.
You know a lot about rigor mortis, do you?
Why don't we discuss all this a little later, back at the office?
Oh, no problem. I understand. Do you mind if I have a look around?
Be my guest. Hey, Jaden, come and see me if you find anything, okay? We're on the same team now.
I immediately don't like you. Alright, what do we got?
Harry Cameron. Sample of no interest. Comes from one of the policemen present on the wasteland.
Not trampling all over the evidence, you say? Oh wait, what's this over here? They brought a table and set up coffee.
When did they find the body?
Excuse me, but who are you exactly?
Norman Jaden, FBI.
If you want to ask questions, you should speak to Lieutenant Blake, sir.
Is that a coffee you're drinking there?
There's some in the thermos behind you. Help yourself.
Get the feeling most of these cops ain't gonna be helpful. And again, I get the feeling the only reason I'll be able to do anything is because of my magic super glasses. Techno glasses. Oh, what's that?
Some orchid pollen. The concentration of pollen in the air is quickly decreasing because of the rain, but it gets higher in the direction of the body.
Maybe we should take a look at the body. Maybe the camera should cooperate.
Harry Carmen, the victim is lying on his back. No visible signs of violence.
Imagine how much easier police work could be if you could just do that.
An orchid was placed on the victim's chest. A small origami figure in the right hand. Fingers were probably closed after the time of death.
What's this?
Superficial wound on the right thigh. Blood analysis suggests it could be post-mortem. Probably a scratch that occurred when the body was being moved. The blood report indicates an advanced and long-lasting state of exhaustion.
Oh, you think it's a corrupt police department? Yeah. So after we finished up Heavy Rain, after we finished up Eternal Darkness and Ocarina of Time, I was thinking about what to do next, and was kind of a toss-up between, do I want to do something a little more cinematic that can be interesting for the viewers, like you?
Very common. Pollen particles disappear in the tall grass. It's probably the end of the trail.
That can be interesting enough without my commentary.
Analysis confirms it comes from the victim.
Or do something that I haven't actually played before. And I decided to do the cinematic. So we're currently playing Heavy Rain, which I have played before. Been years since I last played it.
Continue just after the pollen trail. There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Unless one of the cops has been over here.
Very common. The trace traces of blood on the fence behind the railroad line.
Why?
It comes from the victim. The killer came this way with the body and probably grazed it on his way through the fence.
Okay. So let's see if we can get up here without actually falling. Here we go. I remember this actually being really difficult. Okay. But now there's a second one we have to go up. Okay. But now there's a third one we have to go up. Alright, we made it. That's not bad. Shouldn't this area be cornered off?
There's a good chance that they're the killers.
Well, I mean, with such easy access to the crime scene from here, shouldn't this area be cordoned off?
Harry, comment. Tire tracks on the side of the road behind the railroad line. It may be the killer's car.
Think I've seen all there is to see.
Alright, let's take off the glasses. You know what? I remember hearing there was actually something wrong with Jaden's face in the PS4 version. I'll have to get a proper look at it. Norman Jaden. Cool guy.
I could use a coffee. Might warm me up.
Ew.
There's a railroad track near where the body was left. Same as all the other victims.
I'm heading back to the office. You staying?
Nah, I think I'm done here.
No, I've seen enough. I'm leaving too.
Should look up a comparison actually between the Jaden's face on the PS3 version and on this version. Because there's something off about it here. Let me out. Don't want to see journalists within a mile of this place, huh? Quick, turn on the heater. Let's get out of it before they realise I tampered with evidence. Meanwhile, back with Ethan. Let's see, I see a bat.
A bat.
I see a wolf.
A wolf's head.
I see a crab.
A crab.
You know, I'll admit I'm not a big expert on the Rorschach test in particular, but a bunch of these look like really leading. Also, this is excessive.
results of your MRI scans. Everything seems to be normal. There is no physical damage from the accident.
It's like, okay, I get that psychiatrists are very well paid, but this is ridiculous. Look at this.
You're not responsible for what happened.
It's my fault Jason is dead. He'd still be alive if I'd been looking out for him.
It was an accident. Accidents happen every day.
To be fair, Jason's death was his own damn fault.
Your son's death. How is Shaun?
He's not dead yet.
He's a very solitary kid, you know, very focused within himself. He's really close to his mother.
I actually secretly hate her because of it.
And what about you, Ethan? What do you feel?
I feel sort of anesthetized, as if none of this was real.
Sometimes I tell myself this whole thing's just a video game.
And that I'll wake up at any moment.
Is there something else you wanted to tell me, Ethan?
Really kind of doubt it's that easy to read the emotions.
No. No.
Like that display on the top right.
We'll continue this conversation next week.
That'll be $2,000.
You were lucky, Ethan. It's very rare to survive such a traumatic accident.
It's very rare to be hit by a car and live. It happens to almost nobody. You'll never find a support group of people who are hit by cars. Nobody survives it. Madison, that's her name. Madison Page.
How did things go at school today?
The teacher yelled at me for being late again. She's gonna send me home the next time it happens.
Really?
I'm sorry about that.
That's
Next time, we'll really pull it together, okay?
That's really stupid. Like, oh, you were late, probably because of something you couldn't control. Go home and don't have an education today.
I don't feel like it.
Like, what if both your parents work? What if there's nobody there?
No, I'm alright.
Do you want to eat something?
Alright, where are we going?
I haven't been on a seesaw in a long time.
Because it stopped being cool for me to do it 30 years ago.
Come on, Dad, make me fly.
Oh, this doesn't like slam up and whack me in the balls. Look at the rainbow of hope in the background. There you go, your depression's cured. Let's go home and watch cartoons.
He seems to be having fun. It's been... What about that merry-go-round?
I'm telling you, if you just got him a Super Nintendo and played Mario World with him, you'd be fine.
Great.
That's the problem with these worlds, there's not enough Super Nintendos in them. Alright, look at his grin there. And I go, look how disappointed he looks. Look at that. Let's get a look at that again. He looks really happy about it, and then so disappointed. He looks so judgmental. That's hilarious to me.
Go on, Dad, as fast as you can.
Right, you pushed me. I'm the one that got hit by a car.
Faster!
I'm old, I got hit by a car, I can't run that fast. I'm not going to open up my living arms.
I think my head is spinning.
Good training for astronauts, though.
Alright, let's get this scene over with then. Because this whole thing isn't actually going to end until we put him on the carousel.
I'll find something else to do with him.
Like the carousel. Put him on the carousel. Oh, god damn it. That's one of the biggest issues with the Quantic Dream games. There is so much just wasting time going on. And Fahrenheit had a big problem with it too, where you're just wasting time until something happens.
Hey, I got you some chewies.
I hate strawberries.
You know what, fuck you, kid, I tried.
It was nice of you anyway.
Looks like rain's coming. I think we better go.
Okay. You know, sometimes I remember before. I mean, when Jason was still here.
You've been told not to talk about that.
Everything could just be the way it was before.
Me too, Shaun. Me too.
Me too, but your mother divorced me and she won't take me back. She blames me for the kid being a moron.
Hey, Dad, can I have a ride on the carousel? Can I?
Sure. Go pick a horse and get on. I'll get a ticket.
What kind of kid's excited to get on a carousel in this day and age?
Fun, please.
That's $1.
Alright, get on the damn thing then. Were you just clipping through the pole? Boy, I sure hope we don't experience the season finale of Punisher here. The walls are collapsing again. The walls are collapsing again. Now, this one's particularly important. This is the last time we're going to black out like that. Yeah, I wasn't holding control when that happened, so I missed it. Now, this is the last time I'm going to black out like that, but this is really important because this leads to the whole crux of the rest of the game. And again, it's never explained. I don't know which way I'm going. So yeah, we run back to the park because we just blacked out while we were there with our kid. And now the kid's gone. And it's such an important plot detail because that's why the kid ends up going. Because we blacked out. And the blackouts are never explained. And as a result, it ends up just coming off as a convenient plot excuse. Why is the kid kidnapped without making the main character seem like a bad parent? Oh, it wasn't his fault, he blacked out. Why did he black out, though? And now, how far are we into the stream? Over an hour and a half. And the main plot has actually kicked in. It's like, I'll criticize a lot of things about Fahrenheit, but Fahrenheit started. How'd the game start? Oh, you're in a bathroom, you just murder the guy. Get out of there before the cops come in there. We'll get to Fahrenheit at some point. It's not a game I'm looking forward to. Good friends, bad parents. I remember this was a game I really wanted PS3 for, actually. When I finally got my PS3, this was like one of the first games I got for it.
Do you think it's gonna take long?
No, he should be finished soon.
God, I'm bored. I hate having nothing to do. Let's get the formalities out of the way so I can get back to some real work. I could go for a little Larry time right about now. I gotta see Captain Perry. Orders are orders. Gee, I hate internal politics bullshit.
Gee, I hate internal politics bullshit. Who talks like that? I wonder if anything's actually going to happen before I put these damn glasses on. And what you can't see is that everybody's looking at him and thinks he's a weirdo.
I'm off, Charlene. I'll look at the reports later. Oh, cancel all appointments for this afternoon.
Okay. Oh, Captain. Agent Norman Jaden from the FBI is here.
Jaden, of course. We've been expecting you. I'm in a bit of a hurry. Do you mind tagging along? We can talk as we walk.
Yeah, of course.
As long as I don't have to look at that horrible suit.
Myself before getting started, but perhaps there's a better time.
No, it's fine. I just have to get to the press conference. We have them every day now. Believe me, it's not always easy finding something to tell them. Fortunately, today we have some news.
Well, that kid's dead.
Have you met Lieutenant Blake yet?
Yeah, it's kind of a jerk.
He has his own methods, but he's a good cop. I'm sure you'll get him well together. Do you know how to tie a knot in a necktie?
I guess.
You don't?
To be frank with you, I could have
It's
done without
weird.
the FBI on this one, but the press are all over us. This origami killer case crept up on us, and it's fast becoming a national concern.
Crept up on you? Wasn't this like the 8th victim?
What do you know? This guy is exotic.
The fact that you've gotten to 8 victims and the FBI is only just stepping in
Press get on,
is kind of weird.
and we suddenly become the center of the universe.
I'm here to arrest a serial killer. With all due respect, sir, the rest of it, it's none of my business.
No,
That doesn't look weird.
of course not.
Doesn't look like his fingers are clipping through each other.
Progress, and fast. The press want a perpetrator, and we're gonna have to serve him up on a silver platter. Not bad.
Yeah, honestly, the fact that you made captain and don't know how to tie a necktie is weird.
Oh, go see Charlene. She'll show you to your office. Check in on the press conference if you're interested. It'll give you an idea of the political climate around here.
Thank you, sir.
Yeah, I don't care, you weirdo. Everybody in this town's a weirdo. That guy was actually eating a donut.
Nice watch.
Oh, it's the present we offer to our new lieutenants. We bought the same model each year for the past 20 years for each promotion. It optimizes everybody's time, and it's the kind of thing that always goes down well.
Optimizes everybody's time? What? Yeah, why not? It's not like it's my money.
On my behalf.
I'll be sure to do that, sir.
Captain Perry said you could show me to my office?
Yes, of course. Follow me.
This is my office?
That's where I was told to take you. If you need anything, you know where to find me.
Okay. It was sure to come right to you.
Okay, time to work.
Time to open up one of these windows. Yeah, you should probably keep the phone on the desk. Yeah, let's do some work. Police work. FBI work. Not picking stuff up off the floor work.
Step 1. Change the office.
Step one, be a pretentious prick. Surely that'd be more distracting than anything. And especially bad for actually keeping track of your surroundings. I mean, yeah, it's visually cool and everything, but that's got to be terrible for your actual work ethic. And more than anything else, like, where's the sound of birds coming from? Because this is just something he sees. He's not got earphones in there giving him the sound. You know what, stop doing that. Stupid motion controls. Really? With this far in with motion controls, and Nintendo still refuses to stop with it. Yeah, why not? Let's be lifeless and dead. It's kind of redundant. Lifeless and dead. Yeah, let's see what we got.
The killer's car is probably a Chevrolet Malibu 83.
I find it very unlikely that you could narrow down the specific model of car by the tires they're using.
Just one origami store in town.
No prints or specific clues. Nothing much to go on. A common species. That doesn't help much.
Well, no, it'd be stupid if it was like the rarest species.
The orchid is a common species. It can be found at any flower shop.
It's weird how many flower shops there are there. Alright, what do we got with this? Nothing. We ain't got nothing. Alright, see the victims.
8 victims in the last 3 years. All boys, aged between 9 and 13.
So yeah, 8 victims, and the FBI is only just now getting involved?
The victims disappear from public places in broad daylight. No one notices anything. Bodies are found 3 to 5 days later. Drowned in rainwater.
So that's actually what the inches means whenever we go to a new location. Inches of rainwater.
Always the same ritual. An origami in the hand, an orchid on the chest. The victims have always been dead for less than 6 hours when they were found, which means they remained alive for several days before being drowned. Over 3,500 people questioned. Over 100 suspects interrogated. Not a single lead to go on.
Nothing for that. But let's get a look at where the bodies were found, actually. See if we get anything with that. As it said, there was a pattern. Always found near rail yards. Always found near train tracks.
He gained confidence rapidly and moved away from his base. This won't make the geoprofiling any easier.
That's about all we're going to get out of that. God damn it, the walls have collapsed again.
Here we go again. I better go wash my face.
Here we go again on our own.
I need to take some. I'm gonna faint if I resist. It's all right. I know. Here we go again. I better go wash my face.
So, like, there's the push here for, like, whenever this happens, to take the drug, because that'll make it all better.
No one will see.
But there's never really any reason to. It's like, oh yeah, no, it'll end the scene faster, and that's kind of it. Oh, this is the men's. Yeah, there's never really a given reason for why it would be a good idea to take the drug. Did she just walk through somebody? Yeah, again, giving him props. The reflection work is actually pretty good.
Lake, Mr. Marsh. Could you please tell him what happened?
She just walked through the table and the people.
Son Shaun.
You guys saw that?
Together for a while.
She just walked through the table and the people.
So I put him on one of the wooden horses, and when I turned back,
When I turned back several hours later after my blackout, he had disappeared.
Did you arrive at the park? Try to remember exactly, Mr. Mars. Every detail can be important.
Yeah, it was like 4:30 or something.
$4:15. Yeah, that's it, 4:15. I remember exactly because I looked at the clock in the park when we arrived.
I didn't.
What was your son wearing when he disappeared?
Clothes.
Wearing a coat. A beige coat.
I don't remember what he was wearing. God, I don't know what colour his pants were. Green, I don't know.
Green pants.
How could Shaun have disappeared without you even noticing? Weren't you right by the carousel?
I went to sit on a bench a little way off.
I wasn't looking at him. What do you think I'm a responsible parent?
That must have been when Shaun disappeared.
You say you took your son to the park after school, but you didn't report him missing until 8:15. Why did it take you so long to contact the police?
I searched the whole neighborhood for him. I thought he couldn't have gone far.
Did Shaun have any particular difficulties, Mr. Mars?
Oh, where did you come from? I thought you were in the bathroom getting over your drugs.
No, I don't think so.
Everything okay at school? Any particular problems between you and your wife?
My wife and I have been separated for the last 6 months. But Shaun would not.
Okay, you
telling his mother or me.
You took your son to the park right after school. You didn't report him missing till 8:15. Why did it take you so long? Why do you think?
We'll continue to look for Shaun.
If it had been like a day, yeah, sure, but a couple of hours.
Do you think the origami killer?
Listen, your son's probably just run off and he'll turn up in a couple of hours.
But what if it is the origami killer?
Well, then we have about 4 days to find him alive.
Dun dun dun.
Did they find something?
They've only just been informed.
But they're gonna keep looking through the night.
Do they think it's the origami killer?
Yes.
It's still too early to say. But it is a possibility.
We'll know in like 3 to 5 days if he turns up drowned in rainwater.
What happened, Ethan? How could you lose Shaun like that? You should never have taken your eyes off him. I mean, for God's sake, how hard is it to keep your eye on a child in the park? Why did you leave him, Ethan? Why? Wasn't it enough losing Jason? I'm sorry. It's not what I meant to say.
Yes, it is. Don't lie. You're a horrible person. I'm going home.
I miss him so much.
Don't hug her. See, she don't want you to hug. She's a horrible person. And back with Shelby. It's so long before you're actually introduced to the fourth character. I'm just going to stand out here until somebody opens the door for me. Hello? You still open? Hello? Yeah, I'm coming in.
Good evening.
Good evening to you, sir. Can I help you, sir?
Yeah, I want alcohol.
My name's Scott Shelby. I'm a private detective.
And I would like 3 bottles of your finest gin.
I'd like to ask you a few questions.
My son is dead, Mr. Shelby. I have nothing more to say.
I'll leave my card in case you change your mind.
Don't bother, Mr. Shelby. There really is no point.
Well, I'm not going to bother convincing you. You've clearly made your mind up.
Oh, do you sell inhalers? I'm all out, and at least I won't go away completely empty-handed.
In the back of the store, to the right.
God, I wish I could just buy inhalers. That'd make my life so much easier. I had to go through the whole doctor's thing. Anyway.
Good evening, sir. Are you looking for something in particular?
Yeah, he's gonna rob you. Look at the guy.
Give me what you got in the register. Don't fucking try anything. Open the register, you dumb fuck. Put the money on the counter. Shit, are you...
Da 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 da.
What did you say?
Bam, bam, boom, da da, bam, bam, boom.
Now! Hey, you!
I've never made it so I get out knocking something over.
I said come here now! Don't move! Hands up! Put your fucking hands up or I'll shoot!
Yeah. Everyone's cool.
So what are you gonna do? Someone could walk in the store any minute and sound the alarm. You haven't got a chance of getting out of this.
The first guy to walk in here gets it right in the face. Fuck it, man, you're making me nervous. And when I'm nervous, there's no knowing what I'll do.
You didn't even cover your face up, you idiot.
The cops could turn up any minute. They don't give a damn about you. They'll shoot first and ask questions later.
You're trying to freak me out, is that it? You're trying to scare me. I don't give a damn about the goddamn cops. If they turn up, I'll just blast everyone.
Yeah, how much ammo have you actually got in that?
Look, everyone can make mistakes. What's important is to know when to stop.
I know what I'm doing. Of course I know what I'm doing.
Now, I want you to put the gun back in your pocket and quietly walk out of the store. My friend and I will forget.
This is ballsy.
And you'll have earned.
What have I actually done to try and convince him not to shoot me?
What do you say?
Nice try. For a second there, you almost had me believing all your shit.
Yeah, I'm gonna just walk right to him. This guy's terrible. Well, we get another Scott Shelby action scene.
Thousand thank you, sir. I don't know what would have happened if you had not been here.
Yeah, probably would have taken the money and maybe shot you.
Have a nice day.
When my boy, Reza, disappeared, I received a letter with a locker ticket inside. Inside the locker, I found this box. I do not understand what it means, but I think it must be a sort of message From the man who took my son from me.
How'd you know it was a man?
Can I?
Please, take
Okay.
the box if it can be of any use to you at all. It did not help me to save Reza, but maybe it will help you find the other little boy.
The other little boy that's been missing for like 3 hours, but everybody knows about.
Mr. Shelby.
That we're not entirely sure he's even been taken by the origami killer.
To think that there was no good to be found in this place. If I could see now that I was wrong.
Maybe you should call the cops, because that guy's not going to be down forever. Not just going to go back to work then, okay. There we go, the introduction to the fourth character. Fun fact, this scene is actually completely irrelevant to the plot. And is one of those pieces I usually see held up as an example of David Cage doesn't know how to write women, and only ever really writes them as... Is sexual objects be the right word? Basically, almost every scene this character is in, she is going to be exploited in some way. Fun fact, this is also the only scene where she appears in her underwear like this. And she is, of the four characters, the one least important to the story. The American box art has the four main characters on the cover. It has her front and center in her underwear, like in this costume that she only wears in this one scene. How long have you left that mug lying there? That microwave really say believe? So again, this is another wasting time scene. Until something happens. And I was under the impression that nothing actually continues in this scene until you go for a shower as this character. But I've been told that's not the case. So let's see if we can do everything except go for a shower. And see whether or not the scene will continue. Because if we go for a shower, she's going to show her boobs. And honestly, I'd rather not have to edit that out for the YouTube version of this. Because otherwise it may get flagged. And again, like another example of why a lot of the female characters in these games really seem to just exist for fan service in the end. And like I said earlier, this character is the only one of the four main characters who is not voiced by their model. Because the person this character's modelled after is actually a model, while she's voiced by somebody else. Also, this place is huge. How much would a place like this cost? Yeah, let's just go to bed. So again, if we go in the bathroom and have a shower, like frontal nudity from the waist up, they don't actually show the bottom, because I think Sony would have probably objected at that. I think they realised that would have been too far. Oh no, not the bathroom, I don't want to go in here.
I swear that shadow just moved. It's freaking me out. Girl, get a grip. The door's locked tight, and you're home alone.
And it's a wide open space, so where could somebody be hiding? Yeah, like, when the scene ends, like, pay attention to what happened in the scene, and when the scene ends, remember everything that we can do in this scene, and the fact that the entire scene takes place in her underwear.
Goddamn insomnia. I'm totally exhausted, but I just can't sleep. I shouldn't take those damn pills again.
Hmm.
A hot shower. That'll create the magic of sleep.
It doesn't make me sleepy, a shower just wakes me up. Come on, I was told we wouldn't actually have to go for the shower. Oh, look at the size of this place, though. The place is huge. Come on, something happened. Yeah, this bloody game. Oh. I know I didn't leave that fridge open because it wouldn't let me open it again. Excellent, I don't have to worry about editing the boobs out of the YouTube version. Oh no, the lights went out, but it's still not really dark.
There's someone here. There's someone in the apartment. The phone on the desk. I could call for help. The front door. It's the only way out. If I can reach it, I still have a chance.
Alright. Okay, so this is happening. Oh, there's another person there. And what is this, 3 people now? Okay, I get that she was supposed to have bit him, but it really didn't come across. Oh. See, at this point, not even getting prompts anymore. Oh, there we go, prompt. All of that was a dream. And that's where the scene ends. So what was the point of it? What was the point of that entire scene? No, that was doing the scene perfectly as well, so... You do it perfectly, you still die, oh, you wake up. So the question evolved becomes like... What was the point?
When the parents came home from church, all their children were gone. They searched and called for them, they cried and begged, but it was all to no avail. The children have never been seen again.
Okay. That's a horrible thing to send to somebody whose child was just disappeared. Alright, well, I guess we've got work to do. Let's not inform the police about
I have
this.
to get out of here and find out what this ticket is about.
Oh, this is still my house. Yeah, thanks, I remember where the car is. But yeah, I ask you, like, what really was the point of that scene? It introduced us to the character in a really bad way.
That letter might be linked to Shaun's disappearance. I need to show it to the police.
We will never show it to the police. Also, thankfully, despite all those people looking around, waiting to get a picture and an interview with us, none of them noticed that we were just there. That guy was even looking at us. He didn't care. Surely there's better ways to identify where the locker ticket goes than a statue. Alright.
I'm just not gonna make it. I'm tightening up. I can't go on.
So, fear of crowds, I forget what that is. Agoraphobia, I think.
Maybe I could come back later, when there's less of a crowd. I can't make it. Too many people.
And I suppose it's understandable, based on what happened to his other son. It's not understandable that they're making me shake the damn controller. I'll be so happy when we just ditch motion controls. Like, the only good things I've ever seen motion controls used for is aiming in games, that's it. And then this happened. So this is another, actually, a fairly impressive scene that it's got this many people just here. But with the way the camera's controlled, it does make sense that it's doable, but even then, you can get so many people on screen at once. Well, I'll definitely give props for the tech that must have been required for this. Okay, was he over here? I'm guessing not, because I can't go that way. There he is. You know, I'm gonna just say, you know, it was a little bit your fault. Yeah, the kid walked off, but you also didn't run after him. Oh, just teleport away from me. Really? He's doing that in the middle of a crowded place and nobody's staring at him? I've seen people stare at people for way less.
Line 18, box number 3.
Okay. 1803. Okay, let's see if we can figure this out. See if the camera will cooperate and the controls will cooperate. See if I can actually speak. There we go. 1803. There it is. Okay, based on what we've seen so far, this isn't the first time, because the shop owner guy also got a locker ticket that brought him to a locker, a storage locker with a box in it. So if we assume everybody whose kid was kidnapped did, and if they all said this to the police, you could probably start staking these things out, even if he's using different different lockers in different terminals. There can't be that many that you can't just have somebody station there staking the place out. Which means this has gone on as long as it has because people are idiots. Don't do a new loading screen. Yeah, so you get a trophy if you get that first. You get a locker on your first try. It's like, really?
I took a room in the first motel I saw. The box from the locker. What am I gonna find inside?
Okay, so this one's probably
Am I
important.
the one who put this box in the locker? I don't remember.
So there's this weird thing Ethan has going on that he thinks he might be going crazy. That I've just not been actually pulling out
I'll find out what's inside.
yet. But we just did it, so there it is. And this is going to be Ethan's main goal for the rest of the game. While everybody else is trying to find the origami killer. There was a metal detector at the locker station. So 2 questions pop up. A, how did the origami killer get the gun into the locker? And B, how did we get the gun out of the locker? Really? Okay. What is this, a battery? Whatever it is, how it just slides into the phone like that.
Help! Dad!
Shaun.
Where are you? I'm so cold.
I'm so cold and bored, Dad. Where are you, Dad? Five origami figures. Each figure is a trial. Each trial provides letters. The letters reveal an address. Alright, well, we know what we've got to do. Probably shouldn't take the gun. But we should probably hide the gun. Oh yeah, no, okay, let's walk around with the gun when we definitely do not have a carry permit. I hope we don't just get casually seen with it. Norman Jaden.
Killer is white, aged between 30 and 45.
You don't know that.
But plans his crimes in a very meticulous fashion. He doesn't have anything personal against the victims. That's why he covers their faces with mud, to make them anonymous.
Okay.
Why does he kill them if he doesn't have anything against them?
For him, they're more of an image, a symbol. That's probably why he gives them an origami figure and an orchid as gifts to apologize for what he's done to them.
Okay.
Very interesting. And where does all that get us?
Shut up, Blake.
It builds up a profile of the killer and helps us understand the person we're looking for. It might have been useful if it was done earlier in this investigation.
Yeah, Blake.
Continue, Jaden.
Then I studied the geographical distribution of the murders. Generally, a killer commits his first murder near to where he lives, so he has a safe place to flee to if any complications arise. The more confident he becomes, the further he roams from his base.
Yeah, that's basic geoprofiling.
Where the victims disappeared, I was able to isolate a zone where the killer might live.
And what size is this, zone?
It's the entire city, Blake.
For the moment, about 10 square miles.
Ah, great. There must be 10,000 people live in that sort of area. You gonna question them one by one?
Yeah.
The more clues we get, the more we can reduce the zone. We can then cross-check it with our list of suspects and identify the killer. One detail attracted my attention. The interval between the time when a victim disappears and the time when the body is found ranges from 3 to 5 days. But the rainfall is always at 6 inches, give or take 10%.
What on earth does that mean?
All the victims were drowned in rainwater. The killer kills only in the fall when there is plenty of rain. It could be that he puts them in some sort of well or tank that is open to the skies and that fills up with rainwater.
Surely there's got to be at least one person he kidnapped, and it just didn't rain enough to drown them.
There are two suspects.
The weather can't be that consistent.
And can be connected to the comfort zone. I'd like to question them.
God damn it. We're wasting our time with this bullshit. The killer's out there somewhere, and we gotta get off our asses and find him.
You've had plenty of time to do it.
Blake, I've had just about enough of your shit. You've been chasing this guy for what? 2 years? And what are you caught, huh? Nothing. Absolutely nothing.
Well, you can do a better fucking job than me with your psychology degree and your great glasses? Well, let me
Yeah, that's why I'm here.
pal. That don't mean zip when it comes to getting out there. You're just a fucking bureaucrat.
Your
Do it.
vast experience hasn't prevented 8 victims from being murdered.
Fucking asshole! That's enough. You said it took 6 inches of rainfall before the victim died. How much time?
Yeah, this should be something you should have already figured out in 2 years.
Forecasts are right. Less than 72 hours.
6 inches of rainfall. Surely there'd be considerable flooding with that as well. Like, that's a lot of rain just to come down that much over such a short space of time. You're looking at Blake. I'll punch you, dick.
No answer. We waste our time coming here.
Maybe we should have a little look inside anyway.
There's nobody home.
There is now.
I'm not sure that's entirely legal.
What do you mean you're not sure? I'm not a cop and I know it's completely illegal.
Looks like Nathaniel Williams is a pretty religious guy.
He's a God-fearing idiot, waiting for the end of the world. We questioned him a few months back because he was causing a disturbance in the park. He was ranting and raving. Said he heard voices. Had this idea in his sick little head that I was the Antichrist. I'd come to Earth to persecute him. Real.
I love that idea. What page does it open at? What verse was he reading? Why did he leave a full glass of milk?
The guy's taking a break from reality, holed up here in this crazy apartment.
How many Bibles does one person need?
Well, no warrant, no problem for Blake. He thinks his badge entitles him to do whatever he wants. All the signs of a mystical obsessive neurosis compounded by a persecution complex.
Ooh, there's a lot of pills. A lot of pills with bad textures. Let's not look at them anymore.
It's stifling in here. Those windows haven't been opened in years. You don't have to be a profiler to see he's not a killer. We're wasting our time here.
Really? How'd you get that impression? Seriously, what in here has convinced you that he's not a killer? Because he's obsessed with the religion. He's an obsessed Catholic, Protestant. I don't know. He's an obsessed religious guy. Because let's be fair, people have killed for religion in recent years. Well, the more obsessive they are, the more likely it is. I get the feeling your profiling is full of crap, Jaden.
Great timing, Nathaniel. Just the man we're looking for.
Angels and ministers of grace defend us.
I'm Agent Norman Jaden, FBI. I'd like to ask you a few questions.
The Phoebe?
As God is my witness, I haven't done anything. I'm innocent.
Relax. Nobody's accusing you of anything. We just want to talk. Why all the crucifixes? You afraid of something?
The hour.
Yeah, and why do every one of them have Christ on them?
God shall strike men down.
You can't just have like a... Oh wait, no, that one doesn't. That's fair enough. Alright.
Where do you work, Nathaniel? You have a job?
My sole occupation is praying to the all-merciful Lord for the salvation of humanity.
You were arrested in a case where a child disappeared from a park. What exactly happened?
I'm innocent. I have nothing to do with those murders. I was in the park because God spoke to me. I was arrested because I am the chosen one. That's all.
Okay.
Voices, Nathaniel. Do you still hear the voices? We know who talks to you, don't we, Nathaniel? Or we both know who talks to you.
Did he tell you to burn things?
Speak that name.
Maybe Blake knows what he's doing after all.
What does he say to you, Nathaniel?
I gotta stop Blake. He's going too far.
I can't talk about it. You mustn't talk about it.
What's Blake looking for? Why is he pushing him over the edge?
Because he's a dick.
Better just stand down and leave Blake to it.
Blake, what are you doing? No. You mustn't mention him. You'll bring him here.
The guy is terrified of Blake. He really thinks he's the Antichrist or something.
Or he's just a major dick.
You wanted them to stop. Leave him alone. Nathaniel.
Shit! Blake is totally out of his mind. I can't just stand around and do nothing.
You made them to make them stop. You took that boy with you and you drowned him. Isn't that right? No! Stop! Stop! You killed them, didn't you, Nathaniel?
So effective here, Jaden.
Bastard!
So good at this.
You are the Antichrist.
Put down the gun,
I shall dispatch you to your father in hell. He is the son of Satan. He was sent to earth to destroy us. For Christ's sake, shoot!
You know, if I shot Nathaniel here, that would make Blake let his guard down. And then I could shoot Blake with Nathaniel's gun.
Now gently put the gun down on the floor.
Demon, you shall regret confronting the emissary of the Lord. You shall know divine power.
Keep calm. Everything is gonna be fine, Nathaniel.
Christ,
You're gonna shoot him, just shoot him, jeez.
in our battle with the forces of evil. Protect us from the cunning and wiles of the demon. May God Almighty manifest the power of His empire.
Do it.
May divine power cast
Do it.
in all the other spirits that prowl the world and search.
Give in to your anger, your hatred.
Enough, Nathaniel. Put the gun down immediately. Back away, slowly. Now drop the gun. Drop it, Nathaniel.
Should have just shot him, Nathaniel. That would have saved me a lot of trouble.
Put your hands on your head. Turn around.
Motherfucker! In the name of the Lord, I exorcise thee, Satan.
Okay, freak. The show's over. You're under arrest.
Yeah, fun fact, the first time I did shoot him actually when he did that.
Pretty damn cool under the circumstances. I would have just shot him.
A gun isn't the answer to every problem, Blake.
Maybe not, but most of the time it helps.
It's the answer to you though, Blake. Meanwhile, in Shelby's view... So yeah, the first time I played this, I just shot him. Not when he had the gun out, when he was pulling the crucifix out, because you don't realise it's a crucifix until you've either shot him or it's too late to shoot him.
Susan Bowles, mother of the origami killer's latest victim. Maybe she knows something about the circumstances surrounding her son's death.
Well, I'm pretty sure the circumstances surrounding her son's death are kind of public knowledge now.
Good old inhaler in my pocket, just in case.
Anybody home?
No answer. Baby screaming inside. Not a promising start.
Maybe I should go home.
I should have a look around. There should be another way to get in. Baby screaming and no answers? Don't like the look of this.
Maybe she went out to get more baby formula. Okay, when your back door's just out in the open like that, you really shouldn't just leave it unlocked. You know, this place looks crap on the outside, but on the inside it looks quite cozy.
Anybody home? Mrs. Bowles. Hello, little cutie. Oh? You looking for your mama? A letter on the floor. Maybe I should have a look. Oh, Jesus. Wait a minute. This letter. Holy fuck. I hope she hasn't. Mrs. Bowles. Mrs. Bowles, are you there?
Punch it, Chewie. And again. Kick it.
Oh, shit.
Oh, that's a lot of blood.
Mrs. Bowles! Mrs. Bowles, can you hear me?
It's also incredibly irresponsible of her.
Wake up!
Now, if you're going to do that, at least call somebody to take care of your baby. Who knows how long it could have been before somebody found her.
I'm gonna call an ambulance.
No, I don't want to go to the hospital.
Well, that's too damn bad.
Okay. You got something around here I can dress this wound with?
Yeah, I think so.
Okay, don't move. I'll be right back.
Yeah, she lost way too much blood to not go to the hospital.
Let's see. I need this, and this, and this.
I'm telling you, man, like the movement controls on this are terrible.
I'm here for you, Susan. You'll be all right. I'll take care of it.
Yeah, okay, cleaning, bandaging the wounds, fair enough.
Stay with me, Susan. Susan.
But again, she's lost way too much blood to just not send her to the hospital.
Stay with me. Okay, come on. There, I done what I can. That should stop the bleeding.
She only cut one wrist.
Hey, how are you feeling? Okay?
No, she's still depressed, and you should probably try it again the minute you leave.
My baby needs me.
Right.
Seriously.
You stay there. I'll take care of the baby. Okay?
Do
to do? With a baby, I mean.
Yeah, you put him in the bin.
I'm a private eye. There's nothing I can't do.
Can't stop eating those donuts.
Her name is Emily.
Yeah, whatever.
Gotcha.
She interrupted my thoughts.
Let's see how Junior's doing.
You should wipe the blood off on the baby. Okay, there are so many opportunities to wash your hands in this game, but nobody ever dries them. That bothers me.
Hi there, Emily.
I mean, yeah, it's important to wash your hands, but you should also dry your hands.
Oh! Going by the smell, I got a pretty good idea. Okay. How do you do this again?
No, you throw her out the window. You gotta be very careful with how we film this scene, because otherwise this will be child pornography.
No, brother, that's not the right way.
Just wrap it up in duct tape.
Let's start again.
Did you even wipe her after you took the previous nappy off?
There you go, fresh new baby. That should feel better. Right, Emily? Hey, what's the matter?
Well, she's a baby, maybe she wants some attention.
Of course. Now I know why you're crying, my little peachy poo. Mother Shelby to the rescue. I guess I better warm this thing up.
Don't most people just use a microwave for that? Rather than having like a specific bottle warmer?
Maybe she's hungry.
The quick pour some on your wrist. That's how we check. That's right, I know how to do these things. You didn't even throw the old nappy out.
Oh, Emily, are you hungry? Huh? You hold on. I'll just tilt this bottle a little bit so you don't choke.
That's not tilting a little bit. That's really not a little bit. Oh wow, she went through that fast. Seriously, throw the dirty one away. It's horrible.
Oh, good job, Emily. You're feeling good now, right?
Now make sure we don't show the back of his the back of his coat, so we don't have to see all the vomit.
So you can have a nice little snooze. Okay. All right.
Gently. 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 Be very careful so they can't see that you've applied ragdoll physics to the baby. There, let's go.
Right. That's about the limit of my maternal powers. Poor kid. Life ain't gonna...
Thanks for looking after my baby.
Yeah, it's okay. I was just doing what you were supposed to be doing.
I didn't want to leave her. I just couldn't cope anymore.
Okay, well, I'm not judging you for trying to kill yourself. I'm judging you for not making sure that your child was taken care of before you did it.
He was such a good boy. Can't understand why anyone would want to hurt him.
Do you take care of this baby on your own? Doesn't Jeremy's father live with you anymore?
He disappeared. The day after Jeremy. I don't know what happened to him. Maybe he couldn't take it. Ever since I've had to look after Emily all on my own, and I couldn't do it anymore.
I understand. Did your husband say anything before he disappeared? Did he leave a note or something?
No. He left the house without a word, and there was just a cell phone.
A cell phone?
Cell phone, you say?
Yeah, I found a cell phone in his dresser. I'm sure it wasn't his. I'd never seen it before. I tried to turn it on, but it didn't work.
Did you try charging the battery?
Yeah, it's in a drawer in the living room. You can have it if you'd like. I'm sure it's of more use to you than to me.
Alright.
Do you have any family or anybody to help you?
Yeah. My mother. I didn't want to ask her for anything. We don't really get along. But I guess I'm out of options.
Yep.
Well, look after yourself. And Emily.
And if you're going to try and kill yourself again, make sure your daughter's taken care of. Jeez.
In a drawer in the living room. That's what Susan said.
Alright, let's see what we can find. Awesome, first try.
Good luck, Emily. You take care of your own.
Well, my work here is done. I probably shouldn't call any kind of authority to make sure that she's actually looked after in any way. I'm sure she's not going to get right back into the bath. I'm sure she hasn't lost too much blood and isn't going to die on the bed. Jeez. It says reminder, but we've never actually had to move the controller like that. Alright, what time are we on? Yeah, we've got about 10 minutes left. We're not going to be going overly long on this stream. We only did it with the last couple of streams because we were near the end of those games. I think what we're going to do is we're going to finish this scene with Ethan and we'll call it there.
I can't stop thinking about that well. Shaun seemed exhausted. But at least he's alive. I'll do anything to get him out of there.
He seemed exhausted. He seemed bored to me.
Excuse me? Hey!
Oh! Ha! Sorry. Good to see you.
What's wrong with your eyes?
I'd like to get my car.
Well, that's helpful.
Have I been here
Hey,
before?
you're a pretty patient
Don't
guy,
remember
you
it.
are. That car's been there for 2 years. We took it out for a drive every month and checked the tires and batteries, just like you said. Here, it's the 3rd floor down. The service elevator is at the far end of the garage. Ah, you have yourself a good one, Chief.
Alright, thank you.
2 years. What does that mean? Elevator at the back of the garage, 3rd floor. Got it.
Yeah, if it's been here 2 years, it couldn't have possibly been you, because 2 years ago your other son was alive. So it's before any of your problems started. Yeah, which car are we after?
Dozens of cars, but which one am I looking for?
Oh, there it is. See what we can find. Anything around here? Anything in the glove compartment? Any loose change? Or anything down the sides of the seats? Oh, sat nav. Alright.
Your destination is 4 miles from here. Leave the parking lot and take the first right.
Okay. Let's not think about the specific. You know, put your seatbelt on. Okay, don't put your seatbelt on. Let's not think about the specifics of what would have happened if anybody who took the car out for the drive and tested the batteries and the tyres actually found that sat-nav and turned it on. In the 2 years the car was there. Okay. Would a sat-nav really tell you to just stop in the middle of the road like that? On a freeway?
Your destination. Are you ready to show your courage in order to save your son? Listen carefully. Take the highway, then drive against the traffic for 5 miles. If you haven't reached your destination in 5 minutes, you will have failed.
Okay.
If I succeed, I'll get more letters for the hangman. It's my only lead. No turning back now.
Alright.
I don't want to die. Not here. Not like this.
Yeah, I guess we'll just leave Shaun then.
Can't stop my hands shaking. I'm not going to make it. I'm not going to make it.
You haven't started yet.
I can do it. I'd do anything to save my son.
Alright, let's do this. What do you think, chat? Should we accept it or should we refuse it?
A lot of good it'll do Shaun if I kill myself on this highway.
So if we accept it, we'll have to make it 5 miles down the highway against traffic. If we refuse it, we won't get the letters.
Go the wrong way on the highway for 5 miles? Am I willing to take that risk in order to save my son?
Tick tock, tick tock, tick tock. Yes or no? Which do we go? What da 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 da. Yeah, let's do it.
To do it, for Shaun's sake. I have no choice.
Yeah, I should look at a playthrough that just chooses not to do any of these trials. Now here comes the fun part. This is gonna actually require motion controls. Let's hope they register properly. Jeez. See, I did it there and it just didn't register. Okay, come on. God, I end up feeling like one of those people in movies or TV shows who are pretending to play games. Can we make it? Can we make it? Uh-oh. Straight through. Oh no, the fours. Take him down. Oh. Oh, that guy's alright. Oh. How did they set up a roadblock so quickly? Okay, I turned that. Stupid motion controls. I'm pretty sure this is where you end up anyway, though. Like, you'd be surprised just how few of the QTEs actually matter. And the thing here is because the character's upside down, all the prompts are upside down. I think we do actually have to do this quickly. We looked in the glove compartment. What if we'd just found this? Like, would the entire trial have been pointless then if we'd actually looked properly? Come on. Before we die. Alright, hopefully the cops will never find us now. After all the injuries we caused and possible fatalities. See what letters we've got. Okay, if the car's been there for 2 years, the killer would have had to go in there at some point to get the memory card in there with the footage of Shaun. And it would have had to be within like the last day. Again, you give the stuff to the police, let them investigate it. And question the people where these things are. And then bam, like you've got a list of suspects who was here in the past day. Bam, list of suspects. Well, you know, it's been 3 hours, so while it'd be nice to do a second Madison section, we're not actually going to be doing it, because we are pretty much done tonight. It is us for the evening. So we're going to leave it there. We'll continue next time. We're back on Sunday, 10 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time. Not 10 p.m. No, we're on 8 p.m. now. 8 p.m. Greenwich Mean Time GMT, with more heavy rain. Get through more of this, because now that the game's actually getting going, it's actually pretty interesting from this point on. And while I criticise it, like I say, the first time through, this is actually fairly interesting, and it can still be kind of gripping in one of those ways. I want to thank everybody who joined me for the stream. Special thanks to Bane for keeping me company in the chat. I always appreciate that. Like I say, back 8 p.m. GMT on Sunday with more heavy rain. In the meantime, you want more of my ramblings over video games? Check out the YouTube channel. It's Mecha Chrono, Mecha-Chrono. It's the name of the channel's there. Or you can follow me on Twitter to get more details on what I'm doing, what I'm up to, and information on the stream, when it'll be going up, what we'll be doing, that kind of thing, at Green Chrono. And once again, I want to thank everybody for watching. Have yourselves a fantastic night, and take care.